Hello, everyone. First of all, on behalf of all of us, I would like to begin by wishing Venerable Dhammakusala Thero a very happy belated 40th birthday. May you be blessed with good health, long life, and success in your spiritual journey, continuing to guide us on our path of mindfulness. It is truly a privilege to learn from you, Swami Nohansa, and today we are grateful to have this opportunity to continue our journey in mindfulness together. Let us now begin the session. Today, I want to share something simple that can change the life of us. Being fully present, not worrying about yesterday, not stressing about tomorrow, just enjoying this moment, right here, right now. Here's a simple quote to remember. Be like the frog, still, calm, occasionally weird. Why a frog? Just think about it. A frog can sit quietly on a lily pad for hours. It notices everything: the water, the wind, the buzzing insects, but it doesn't panic. It doesn't jump for no reason. It waits, it breathes, it's calm. And I love the last part, occasionally weird. Staying calm doesn't mean you should stop being you. It's okay to be funny, creative, different. That's what makes life exciting. So, when your mind feels full of homework, social media, or stress, take a deep breath. Be like the frog, still, calm, and sometimes delightfully weird. Before we start today's session, I would like to give a brief summary of last week's program. At the beginning of the session, Swami Nuhansa spoke to us about being mindful and shared the quote, "Be like the frog, still, calm, and occasionally weird." Then we practiced mindful walking and mindful sitting for about 10 minutes, followed by reading and discussing our reports with the group. Finally, we ended the session with a fun, mindful activity, which was led by Samanthi Auntie, where we made a paper frog and concluded the program. Now, I will respectfully welcome our most venerable Dhamma Kusala Thero to start the program. Avasarai Swaminathan.
Thanks, Tenuka, for that wonderful introduction. And hello, everyone. So here we are meeting once again with our weekly program. And you all know that every week we discuss some idea. And based on that idea, we go into the mindful practice. Now, these days we are discussing the memes. I think for your age, it is more interesting when it comes to the internet and memes. You guys know all the memes and information about them. So today also we can take some time to discuss a fresh one. I think I have the most flyer. Maybe Binaraya can help us to share the flyer. Binura, do you have that?
Yes, Bhante, let me share it 1 minute.
Tenuka, yes?
Swaminathan, your voice is a little low, Swaminathan. Just faintly can hear. I can only.
Not sure what is happening with the setup. Can hear, no?
Yeah, Swaminathan.
Okay, so this one is the weekly flyer you must have seen, and you can see the popular sound sign, Wi-Fi sign signal, right? I'm sure all of you are quite familiar about that signal, that sign. Wi-Fi sign is there. And the quote says, this is a meme. I think it's a popular one. Slow down. You are not a Wi-Fi signal. When when it comes to Wi-Fi signal, it has to be fast, right? The connection has to be good. But you are not a Wi-Fi signal, no. So it's okay for you to slow down. That's the very idea. Now, in our daily life, when we do things, we usually are in a rush. We want to do many things at once. We are not mindful. We prefer rushing after things. We prefer going from one activity to other so fast. And sometimes we even multitask. We do many activities at once. So it's a good reminder for us to, slow down a little. Slow down and try to take one thing at a time, and that done well. Remember, even in mindful practice, we say SMS, slowly, mindfully, silently. We try to do things. So that way you can function. In your daily activities, you can try and do one thing at a time, and that very activity you can do it mindfully. That way, if you continue, I'm sure you'll be less stressful. When we are in a rush, when we have many things to do, usually we feel a lot of stress. But when we slow down, when we take one thing at a time, then that very stress will be reduced, and we are able to manage situations much better. Otherwise, we are rushing, we are trying to do many things at once, and that's probably not very successful. Any idea what happens when we are rushing? What happens when we have many things to do? You can talk about your experience. I'm sure you too are experiencing such situations. Yes, Sehara Vinet.
Tehara and Vinit, you can unmute.
When you're rushing, you don't do things properly and it gets messed up.
Yes, very true. We rush things and we don't give proper attention, and we are not doing properly. And we might have to do it all over again. That too happens because we were rushing, we didn't pay enough attention, and we mess up and we have to do the whole thing again. So that's one thing. Laviru, what's your answer?
Love you,
Um,
you can.
Thank you. Sometimes you might forget what we do or not do it properly.
Yes. So that too happens. We forget. Sometimes we are doing one thing and our attention goes to something else, and maybe we will spend few minutes doing that second activity, forgetting our priority. Does that happen to you, Laviru?
When I when I go to do something like while in a rush, I forget what to do. And then I come back to that place again, and then I remember and then go back.
Yes. So you are basically using the idea in the code. You are slowing down, you stop, you breathe, you reflect, and you can remember once again what you were supposed to do. Right? So that happens if you have many things, if you are rushing through things. Then let's say you are reading a book. You are supposed to study, let's say, but you keep doing many other things. You have your phone by your side, and maybe without you knowing, you end up checking your phone or browsing internet for like 20 or so minutes. So your priority was to study, but due to many distractions, you lost your time with something else. Then we have Vihas.
We have sense anything you can unmute.
Okay. So you want to say something? When we rush, our heart beats really fast and we breathe fast too. And we lose energy too.
Yes, very true. We breathe faster, even our hearts, they beat faster, and maybe we have limited number of breaths given for life. Let's say limited number of heartbeats given for life, and we consume them so rapidly, and even our lifetime will reduce. That's a good idea. When we rush, when we panic, we breathe faster, our heartbeat goes up, and we consume so much energy, and as a result, even our lifetime might reduce. Yes, so you have to be calm and face the situations. If you do that, then the breathing will be so slower, heartbeat will be calmer, and you will be able to live a long life. Tenuka, yes.
So I usually end up like not doing even one thing properly when I like take on like too many tasks, like more to handle.
Right. Yes. So that's Tenuka's experience. You take on many things at once, and at the end, you end up doing not even one thing completely or fully. That happens. Yes. Any other ideas? And that early idea, when we are stressful, we breathe faster. When we are stressful, our heartbeats, it goes higher. So you can see even rushing, panicking, they are related to stress as well. So that Sanity's idea was very nice. And it tells us if we are slowing down, if we are mindful, then that helps to reduce our stress as well. Now, do you feel stress? First, we have to ask that question. What do you think? Do you feel stress? Anyone? No? And if during the exam periods, maybe during Tenuka's competitions? Pansilu, yes.
Constantly can unmute.
So I'm an answer when having a hard exam like Arabic, then I feel very stressed.
Okay, yes. So when you are facing a difficult challenge, that occasion you feel the stress. Maybe the little ones, they don't feel the stress yet, but when you grow up, when you meet more challenges, naturally the stress comes. And when we are stressful, when we are panicking, our heartbeats even goes up, we breathe faster, and as a result, even our lifespan will reduce, lifetime will reduce. So that's the very idea for today. Slow down. You are not a Wi-Fi signal. That's one of the memes on the internet, and it shows that it's okay to slow down. And if you are a Wi-Fi signal, then you have to be faster. You have to fully connect. But since you are not, it's okay for you to slow down. Right? So that's the idea for today. I'm sure you got the idea. I'm sure you connect with this idea very well. And with that, we can go forward towards today's practice, which is mindful walking and sitting. First, we'll do mindful walking as a group. Most of you are already familiar about the practice, but anyway, I'll give you some guidance. So you select some space where you are able to walk in a comfortable manner, probably like 10 to 15 steps. That type of a space is enough. And after selecting your space, you walk in a comfortable manner. You keep your eyes open, you direct them probably few feet ahead of you. And while walking, we try to be mindful of our steps. Notice how your feet touches the ground. Notice the texture, temperature of the ground. Notice which parts of your feet is touching. Maybe the heel, maybe the toes. You yourself can notice. That way we try to walk and we try to be mindful of our steps. Time to time, our attention goes to other things. We hear things, we see things, we get thoughts. They grab our attention, but that's okay. We can realize it and we can gently return our attention back to the steps. Time after time, we get distracted, but we realize it and we return our attention to the steps. And the whole idea is to walk as many mindful steps as possible. So all of us, let's go for a walk-in session. And when you hear the bell sound, you can return back to your seats. Okay, everyone. That was our time to do the walking. Next, we are going to do a sitting session. For this, you can sit in a comfortable manner. Make sure that your back is straight. Close your eyes gently. And simply notice the breathing in your body. You are seated comfortably and you have your eyes closed. And you try to keep your attention with the breathing. Notice how the breath goes in. Notice how it comes out. Sometimes we hear sounds. Sometimes thoughts come. These things grab our attention. But that's okay, we can catch it. And we can once again return our attention back to the breathing. Again, notice how the breath goes in. Notice how it comes out. We might feel sleepy, pain, irritations in our body. But among these things, we can notice the breathing. This way, we try to be mindful of our breathing for a few more minutes. Okay, everyone. Now you can open your eyes again. So that was our mindful sitting. Next, as usual, we can take the journals and write about today's mindful experience. So we are going to take some time to write today's report. You can write as mindful walking and mindful sitting. During the mindful walking, did you notice your steps? Were you be able to mindful for many steps? And what did you notice? Whether the texture, temperature of the floor, what did you notice? You can write. In the sitting, did you notice the breathing? Were you mindful for many breaths? You can write your own experience in your own words. So let's take about 15 or so minutes to write today's report. Seems like some of you are done with the report. How about others? Do you need more time? Naviru, Tenuka.
So then we can continue with the discussion.
Okay, then we'll start with the ones who are ready and we'll come to you at the end.
First, Sanhita can unmute.
Mindful walking. My mindful walking session was mindful for me. The floor was a bit hot for a second, and now it was cold, and I kept my attention to the walking. I got a little bit distracted, but I kept my attention to it, to the mindful walking. And when the bell rang, I sat into my chair. Mindful sitting. My mindful sitting session was also mindful for me, and it was so, and I was calm. I heard the birds chirping, and also I got a bit distracted by a thought in my mind, but I kept my attention to the breathing. And when the bell rang, I opened my eyes. Thank you.
Yes, Sanghita, I have a question. Now you walking and sitting, it's mindful enough for you. How about your daily activities? Are they mindful enough for you?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, you have to try and see, not only during the program, during the walking and sitting, but in your daily activities also, try to be mindful enough. That is important. You can try and see how you can be mindful throughout them. When you eat your meals, remember mindfulness. When you drink something, remember mindfulness. When you take a shower, remember mindfulness. That way, try to be mindful enough in your daily activities as well. Let us know how it goes, okay?
Okay.
Pasat, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. When I was doing mindful walking, I felt very calm. There were no distractions. I felt my leg give weight when I went up and down the stairs. I felt the softness of the rug and the hardness of the tiles. I felt very calm until I got distracted. But since I practice mindful sitting and mindful walking daily, I got mindful again. And when the bell rang, I returned to my seat. Mindful sitting. When I was doing when I was doing mindful sitting, I felt very calm. There were no distractions. I felt my in-breath and out-breath going in and out of my nostrils. I was very mindful until I got distracted. But since I practice mindful sitting and mindful walking daily, I got mindful again. And when the bell rang, I opened my eyes.
Yes, now you do sitting and walking daily.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Now try to see whether you are mindful during your daily activities as well. Not only the sitting and walking, but when you, like I mentioned earlier, when you brush your teeth, when you eat your meals, when you drink something, when you walk somewhere, when you sit in a vehicle, you see whether you are mindful during those activities. When you practice sitting and walking daily, that helps you to be mindful in your daily life. So that's a new challenge that you can take on. And if you try that, then you realize the calm, the peace that you feel in your walking and sitting. even in your daily life, you start to feel it. I'm sure you would like to feel calm and peace in your daily life, and this is the way. Remember the calm and peace that you feel in the walking, sitting. Same quality of mind will be developed in your daily life when you practice day-to-day mindfulness. Let us know, try and let us know the progress.
Sihara and Vinit, you can.
Mindful walking. I did 10 to 14 steps per lap. I felt a little bit cold, but it didn't distract me. I noticed that the middle part of my foot didn't touch the ground unless I pushed my foot down really hard. I focused on my walking. Mindful sitting. I felt a little bit sleepy, but I didn't fall asleep. At the start, I was hiccuping, so I drank some water and went back to my breathing. I felt my breath go in and out. I focused on my breathing. Mindful walking. I did 7 to 11 per direction steps. My foot got cold, but then heated up again. When I ran, I would do 6 steps. When I just slowed down and walked slowly, then I would do 9 steps. The bell rang and back to my chair. Mindful sitting. I got hot again in my seat. Sometimes I would just get some drinks for my water. But then I ran out of water, so then I closed my eyes again. I looked at the screen a little bit. The bell rang and I opened my eyes. Thank you.
Yes, both of you practicing well. So I would like to encourage you to be observant more and see how. Now in Sahara's report, you mentioned that middle part of your feet is not touching.
Yeah.
Those details of the feet, the details of the breathing, the more you can observe the details, better it is.
Yeah.
So try to notice all those little details, the walking steps and in the breathing. You can observe them and you can tell us next time.
Okay.
Both of you can try that and see what are the details I observe in the breathing, what are the details I observe in the walk steps. Those details matter. Sharper your mindfulness, more details you will observe. So try that and let us know.
Okay. Thank you.
Tenul, you can now move.
Tenul, you have to unmute first.
Thank you.
Mindful walking. I heard birds singing. I felt my steps. I felt the soft carpet. I sat down when the bell rang. Mindful sitting. I felt my hands touch together. I heard cars moving. I felt my breath. When the bell rang, I opened my eyes slowly.
Yes, very nice. Now how old are you?
6.
Yes, being 6 years old, it's a blessing to hear such a walking and sitting report. Yes, so very good. And what I recommend is every day try to sit for few minutes of mindful sitting and do few minutes of mindful walking. The same thing that you have done, you can try and do every day. Do you think you can do?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, try and see. Can I sit for a few minutes every day? Can I walk for a few minutes every day? That way, daily mindfulness would be wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, we have Sanity and unmute.
Mindful walking. When I was walking, the floor felt cold and smooth. Mindful sitting. When I was breathing in, I feel my lungs were full of air. Mindful walking. I felt that the ground was cold and smooth. After about 2 minutes, I heard my dad watching his phone, but I didn't get distracted. And when the bell rang, I returned to my seat. Mindful sitting. I felt calm and peaceful. My dad helped me do it correctly. He said that when you breathe in, the air fills in your lungs, and when you breathe out, the air goes out of your body. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, so if you notice the lungs, it appears in your belly, and the belly and chest moves forward with the in-breath, moves backward with the out-breath. And that is happening all the time. Even when you go to bed, you can feel that happening. Your lungs filling with air and then again emptying the air. Moves up and goes down without breath. All the time this is happening. You are seated in a bus or a vehicle, this is happening. You are seated in a classroom, this is happening. You are laid down in your bed, this is happening. So try to see this breathing in your lungs every now and then. Try to simply notice how this breath is happening. Not during the sitting only, but in your daily life also, you can notice the breathing. Both of you can try that. And
Okay.
it's a good way to remember mindfulness throughout your day, because all the time we have the breath with us. As long as we
Okay.
are living, the breath will be there. So it's a good way to be mindful.
Okay. Okay.
Laviru, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that my middle part of the foot of my feet and the part between the edge of my toes and the beginning of my toes touched the floor. But the outer edge of the middle part of my feet didn't touch firmly, but it touched slightly on the soft carpet floor. I felt that my legs were paining a little more on the thighs. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that my hands touched my clothes. I felt my legs bend while lifting my leg. After some time, I heard the bell ring, but it was unexpected for me. Mindful sitting. I felt pressure on my back. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that I felt I had stayed in a thought, and uh, I was making it a little too. But I knew it was but I knew it halfway through. A sound came and it made the thought go away, and my mindfulness went to the breath. I felt that my left nostril was blocked more than the right nostril, but still I could breathe from both nostrils naturally. I felt the out breath uh, touch the edges of the nostrils, according to the intensity of air I could take in from each nostril. I felt I itched one place, but there were more places with itchiness. So I didn't itch one place. When I itched the other places, I felt a comfort. The place I didn't itch was near my left side lip. I felt that the more I was keeping my mindfulness on it, the more uncomfortable it became. After some time, the thought came in tricky ways, like I am feeling that this is a thought, and etc. It kind of helped me not to itch that place. After some time, it increased to feeling like a sting. After some time, the bell rang, echoing, and the itchiness too went away without me itching it at the same time. End of the report sound.
Yes, lot of details in your report. I'll just pick one point. Now in the walking, I think you mentioned waking up to a thought. You are in a thought and you realize that you are in a thought. You remember, Laviru?
Yeah, in the sitting, right?
Sitting.
Yeah,
Okay. And that's more like earlier you were thinking and suddenly you realize that you are thinking a thought.
yeah,
More like waking up to a thought. Yes, and when you do that, it's no longer a thought. Now you are mindful. Now you don't even have to return to the breathing. Instead,
yeah,
simply being there would do. Simply being awake would do. Right? So it's a good practice. No matter what the thoughts are, thoughts will tell us that they are important. These are valuable thoughts. These are pressing matters. All those ideas will be given. But what I suggest is every now and then simply wake up to a thought. How to wake up? Simply what you have done in your report. Yes, you keep thinking thoughts and suddenly you realize I'm thinking thoughts. I'm thinking about something. That very realization, that very waking up helps for you to, give less value to those thoughts. Thinking it's not so important, it's not so powerful as we think. Thinking is overrated. So simply wake up to a thought. And not only during the practice time, even in your daily life, you can try and wake up to thoughts and see what is happening. Try to put that into use in your daily life.
Next, Pansilu can unmute.
Mindful walking. I felt comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time as I did walking today. I somehow lost my count of steps because I got distracted by my dogs playing. It was also a funny sight, but I got back to focusing immediately. I also remembered what Swaminathan said of not rushing. So I walked myself in my own pace and it felt very relaxing. The floor was also very cold and dirty. Mindful sitting. It took me a little time to adjust to my seat, but then I felt comfortable later. I also felt a little bit cold as the air from the AC kept surrounding me. My jaws also started to get cramped a little bit, but I could bear the pain. My ears also got blocked. My dog also started to disturb me as she also wanted to play with me. But this time I did not get distracted and ignored her. I heard a few sounds from outside, such as cars and birds flying by. I also heard my chair was making a few creaking sounds which were very annoying, but they did not bother me. End of the report, silence.
Okay, Pansilu, now in your report you mentioned that you feel comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. That feeling, you are comfortable, still you are uncomfortable. That might be the nature of life. No matter what you do, no matter what comfort that you try to gather, still there'll be some uncomfortable nature. We walk, that happens, we sit, that happens, we eat, that happens. No matter what we do, there's always these two sides. In one part it is comfortable, but in other parts it is uncomfortable. So simply accepting that very nature would be very nice, and mindfulness will help you do that. Now in your practice also you accepted it, you continued with it, you didn't try to fight. Usually what we do is we try to fight the uncomfortable part, and only comfortable we like to be. That's not the reality of life. So try to see how these two aspects play. You are comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. That observation is what's important. Tenuka.
Thank you so much.
Tenuka.
Avasaraya Swami Mahamsa. Mindful walking. First, I felt that the floor was cold and many dust particles present. I felt the hardened areas of my foot, like the skin underneath my big toe. Even though, even though I didn't look down there, it felt like I knew the shape of the hard skin area. Looking at the way, feeling the way how it absorbed my body weight. The skin in this area also didn't feel like it was spreading, and all the other areas spread outwards when it was underweight. I saw that when I took slight turns, more, more than putting my whole foot in another area, I kind of changed the place where I put most of my body weight on the front part of my foot. From this, I saw that I unknowingly did this to turn slightly when I was walking slowly. I saw that the front big toe area and the area behind it was the area I mostly unknowingly concentrated on. These were the areas where I changed my body weight or added pressure to stop, slightly turn, keep balance, and feel the flow. Mindful sitting. First, I felt that the seat was cold and tough. Today, I had a sore body, and because of that, I felt like the chair was harder than usual, although it was my body which was hurting. I also felt that I also felt the lub-dub heartbeat. The first beat felt long and deep, and the second beat felt quick and more powerful, more shocking. I saw my breathing change gradually until it was hard for me to differentiate the inhalation and exhalation until I thought about it. Thank you.
Yes, good observation. Now you feel the chair or the cushion uncomfortable than usual, but it is really your body, not the chair or the cushion. Yes, so same happens with your mind. When your mind is in a bad mood, you see a bad world. We usually try to assign this to the outside world. We say it is that person, it is that incident that irritates me. But in reality, it is your mind. That's where the real reason is. Right? So that very observation is what you have done. You feel the chair uncomfortable, but it's really your mind. or the body. Yes. So with this attitude, if you can observe situations, that would be very nice. Whenever you get irritated, natural that you feel it's the outside person or the incident. But look for the real source. If you turn inwards, you can find the real source of that irritation. Yes. So try to practice that and see where the real irritation comes from. Is it outside? Is it the other person? Or is it your mind? That observation, if you can continue, that's great. Yes, try and let us know your progress, Tenuka.
Okay, Swami.
Okay, everyone, I think that's more than enough for our discussion today. And I'm not sure about the past week's homework. That was a frog. A weird kind of a frog, I believe. Okay, we have some. Yes, Laviru, Vinet, Sehara. And the third one is from whom, Samanthi?
That's made as an example, Hansa.
That's yours, is it?
Amen.
So that's Samanthi auntie's. And the Venerable that joined the other day, Oshada Hamdruo, he said that this one was a bit too difficult for him. But it looks like the kids were able to manage it. They are sharper than the older fellows, right? So I
Amen.
hope that the frog is like making that weird kind of a gesture. Photos you can't really see, but with that handle, if you push, that will happen, I guess. So that's our last week's activity, and this time, the auntie is ready for today's activity. Tenuka, if you can invite her.
Yes, Swami. Now I kindly invite Samanthi auntie to start with our mindful activity.
Thank you. Thank you, Buddha. Then I hope that you all have a wonderful time today with Wi-Fi signal, right? You know that we need always a Wi-Fi to be very fast and to be strong. If not, we are unable to connect with. But today we speak about Wi-Fi as we get slow down, then we are not Wi-Fi anymore. We don't want to be Wi-Fi. We don't want Wi-Fi to be happy if you slow down. Then let's see how we can create a very nice fun activity. We don't want many things. It's not crafting, remember? Because I know that some don't like crafting. They might leave soon. Don't leave. Stay with us. Just see how it's so funny, right? We are reimagining Wi-Fi symbol. Wi-Fi symbol is a very simple symbol. You all have seen, right? Then I need you to find blank paper, pencils, color pencils or pens, whatever, platinums or crayons if you have chalk, anything, right? Let's see with Wi-Fi signal what we can do today. Okay. Hope that you all have found a blank paper. Can you see my paper? Right. If you can pin my image, I think it will be clear, isn't it? Let's start then. Shall we pin this image, Puta? If not, will it be clear? Okay,
Sorry,
thank
Samantha.
you. Okay, now okay. Now fine. Right. I hope everyone can see. Take your pen or pencil and draw a dot. You know, Wi-Fi symbol has a dot in the middle, right? And then some waves, the bandwidth, right? You can draw the waves like that pattern very simply. I drew it. Hope that you all can draw. I drew 3 of them. Okay. Right. Now, imagination starts here now. What you can draw with this by improving this figure into something else. Now, be mindful about the figure, the shape of it. You can improve it into another figure we have seen before. Right? As an example, I take one now. That's a snail's shell. Let's see how I convert this into a snail's shell. I turn it in this side to make it easier. You can make it in any way, no problem. Okay, to make my work easier, I turned it. So I start from here and connect. The dot is connected to the line like this shape. Okay. Then I connect the other lines in this way. Don't worry, we don't want perfect pictures. You just try. You just try. If you have seen snails, have you seen this kind of figure on its shell? Maybe some different ones are there. It's okay. Now I'm going to complete it with another curve, right? Just look at here, because it has its body connected part. The body is connected to this part. So what I did, I drew a curve and I made it connected to the other side. Right? Now I'm drawing the body. For that, you can take another color. You can take another color. Now I go ahead with that. You know, it has 2 antennas. I drew 2 antennas. Color is not sufficient. Okay, I will make it darken. Two antennas. And then its face. You can draw eye, even mouth. We don't know whether its mouth is in that way, but we usually draw it, right? I'm not very sure about the face. Now look. The Wi-Fi symbol was re-imaged as a snail. Got it? Now I ask you to imagine something else than this. You may draw again the Wi-Fi symbol and find something else, right? My next imagination, now I'm drawing few of them and I ask you to find, okay? This is my second imagination. Now I'm drawing the Wi-Fi symbol. Right. The Wi-Fi symbol. Now I extend these lines as a circle. Before it was not a circle. You can see that it was connected to the dot, but one side, other side was not connected to the dot. But here I make it as a circle. Then there are many circles, right? Another circle I add into a wider bandwidth of Wi-Fi, right? Okay. Now, it's not perfect, you know, some space is not equal to each other. That's okay, totally fine. Now what I'm doing, I extend this. Now I will draw into your side, okay? I extend this as something. Now you tell me what is it. Can identify. The color is not suitable, but it should be. Can anyone identify for the sake of my drawing? What it
Raviru?
should be? Yeah, Raviru.
A tree that is like cut.
Oh, great. You got it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cut tree. People have done deforestation, okay? Snail is leaving the place because it can't live in a place where no forest. It looks like that. Now, do you know what are these circles, children? What are these rings? In a cut tree, when you get these kind of rings, what you can find about the tree from them? Huh?
Pansil,
If you
you
count,
can unmute.
yes, yes.
So it's basically like the wood.
Yes, that's the wood. Definitely, you can find the hard wood part in the middle. Yes. And
Laviru?
when it comes to bark, the color differs. Yes.
Like there's like different layers.
Different layers come for what? If you
Uh,
count,
The age?
correct. Yes, very good. The age of the tree. Okay. Each circle gives you the number of years, what it was for. Then when you count them now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 years tree has been cut here. You can count, right? You'll have to try if you saw a cut tree, how long it has been in this world by giving oxygen, water, food, everything. Right. Then now I will draw another one on the tree. Make it something. This poor bird had its nest on it, Puta. Then now it's looking for that. Did you see a Wi-Fi symbol over here? Did you see that? Right, like that now you find your Wi-Fi symbol to be formed in a different way. Okay. So let's find whether you can find different ones. There are a lot. I wrote a lot. There is a list with me, but I'm not reading them. I will also draw some. Let's see whether we can draw something else. Anyone needs help? I think it was easy, right? Not like crafting. Now I'm going to make another wonderful thing. You also can try. This time I draw 2 Wi-Fi symbols. What do you think? What it can be then now? What I'm going to do? 2 Wi-Fi symbols.
Like the eye.
Ah, it looks like an eye. Yes, correct. But my idea was different.
Oh,
Let's see. Ah,
like a car maybe.
yeah. It
Yeah.
might be a car. And even it might be a bicycle. Isn't it? Oh, you can create your own ones. It has a bell. It also has some. I made a bicycle. Then now you think what you can do with it. Even you can use colors. Okay? Using colors, you can make it more creative. What else you may think about?
Maybe you
Shall
can.
we?
Thank you. I made like a signal thing, like the dialogue antennas.
Oh, let us see that. Oh, great. Okay, wonderful. Anyone else with new ideas? Yes, Pansila. Pansila.
First of all, I I did not make it that much creative, but I made like a lollipop.
Let's see.
Wait, let me remove the background.
Yes, can we see your picture? Oh, great. Yes.
I'm still making another one. I'm making another one.
Okay. Try it. There are a lot. Can anyone else? Putta, who is Tenuka? Ah, you made it a face. Is it? What is it? The forehead. I can't hear you.
Sorry, Samantha, I was unmuted. No, I said I made like
Yeah.
a Wi-Fi tree. Like these are supposed to be the branches, and this is the top.
Oh, great. It's a tree completely. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yes. Any others? Laviru again.
I mean like a cat running, like the Tom and Jerry, that Tom. Yeah.
Oh my, that's the way it's
Yeah.
cycling,
Running.
running. Then
Yeah,
you
it's running.
can see only the circle. Okay, when they
Yeah.
are very fast. Okay,
Yeah.
good, great thinking. Anyone else? Someone Nitum. Let's see. Nitum. Should I replace? Yes. Which one you are showing? Oh, great! He has drawn sun. Is that the sun? Yeah, your hand is on that, Puta. That's why we can't see. Your hand is on the sun. Your fingers are closing it. I just saw that. Now okay. Very good. Okay, good. It was in my list as well. Right? Now I think you made me new ones. Let's go some others. Has anyone else tried? Now I'm going to draw another one. I made a new one. It's a fish. Then think something else. Have you tried at a pond when you... I will draw in another. On a pond, if you just throw a piece of rock, a stone, have you seen what happens, children? Let's draw that. On a pond, someone has thrown a stone. Then what you can see? Have you seen? And you can draw a frog on it. The weird one. Anyone else with new ideas? Yes. Laviru and Pansilu are waiting. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see. Yes, Laviru? Pansilu. It's nice. It's a car. Laviru, do you have anything?
I have like in like this in like the beach when the sunshine like this.
Oh, in the
and
beach.
and like the birds.
Oh, Oh, great. The birds. Yes, why not? Very good. Yeah, in the beach, yeah. When the waves come, you may see that. Okay, good. Pansilu, I will pin your video. Yes. Right. Oh, great. That's wonderful. Now say you can imagine many things by a few little things. Maybe it's very simple, but still you can find something, right? If you imagine mindfully, you can find many things which are related. And we need those thinkers in our future. Anyone else? So did you see my frog on the pond? Someone has put a stone in the middle of the pond. And even I'll say this is going to be something like, you tell me what it should be. What it should be then?
Samantha, dear, can you please?
Yes, can see. I started from here. It's a spring.
Samantha, dear, Tenul is showing us this picture.
Sorry?
Tenul is showing us this picture.
Okay, sorry. Yes, we can pin it. Oh, good. Who is it?
A
Can you name?
turtle.
Turtle. Oh, great. Oh, nice. See, they can think. You may have many ideas. We ask you to do it as homework then. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, do it as homework. And even you can draw. I wanted someone to draw a rainbow. You can draw a rainbow, right? Huh? With this? Okay, then let's draw with the, okay, some netum. Yes, what do you want to share with us?
I
Yes,
drew
yep.
the rainbow.
Oh, really? Show me. Can we see that? Then didn't you color?
I
If you
didn't
drew
color
the ah,
later.
if you get a little bit far from the screen, right, very good. Now use colors and complete your rainbow. Okay. Others just think. You may have more ideas. You may get more ideas, right? Okay then. Thank you. Over to you, Tenukaputa. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful ideas, everyone.
Most Honorable Dhammakusala Swami Wahanse, as we're at the end of the program, I would like to give a brief summary of today's session. As usual, we started off the session with a small story about mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and mindful sitting. then read and discussed our reports with the group. I would like to thank Samanthi Auntie in doing a creative Wi-Fi signal art activity with us. Finally, I am taking this opportunity to thank respectfully our most venerable Dhamma Kusala on behalf of all our mindful friends who have joined today's session and for giving us this valuable experience about mindfulness. Have a mindful week. Terwan Sarna you all.
Terwan Saranai, have a mindful week.
Have a mindful week, everyone.